Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Miami Dolphins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taken in at the 3.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40.
Chris Claybrooks.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Miami. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Our game here, the first of 3 on this Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to everybody. And remember, you got 2 more after this. We're followed here by the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then tonight, a good one out in the desert, the Bucks and Cards from Glendale.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Phillips, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The kick by Crosby is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Here's Love. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Love, they go play action now. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
On play action, Rodgers. He'll bison, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Jalen Phillips.
Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. The kick by Crosby is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
We're trailing here the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try and bring this one back to even.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back? Out on the field to start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw now. Here's Love. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Love to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Up the middle, Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Again, it's Jones. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. Touchdown, Packers. Sammy Watkins. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have come back to make it a 2-point game.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a first down. Love. Sliding out of the pocket. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. Love now. He's got his man on the crossing route.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. Now Love.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
He's got a man, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75.
And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to.
And oh, he coughed it up. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. He's got room at the 30, down the left sideline, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Jones again.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge at opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this is back to a 5-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And oh, it's blocked. And now they don't. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection that led to the block.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Following the interception, Love. He's got a man, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. The 40, 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And some room to roam now. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11.
109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Play action. Now Rodgers.
They'll drop this underneath for Jones. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there was a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
24 is the mic. Come on.
Working out of the gun. Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and goal. Love flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tyreek Hill. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Packers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, Love eluding the pressure right. Now the ball comes loose, and the Packers pick it up.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
So, and we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here. And
my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. An inside give to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
They'll try again.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here's Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal. And the Pigs get at the 7-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Mike 51.
The give is to Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll go with Jones. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. Out of his end zone, Love. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. On 1st and 10, Love. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Rashawn Gary picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Up front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose at the 40.
The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Wow, Charles, that doesn't just take points off the board. That takes a win off the board.
So now you have to regroup, because you've gone from celebrating what you think is a win to trying to figure out how to do it again and make it a win.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after